shoot a web, gliding through the sky, through the air, dancing through the buildings, Fred Astaire, bunch of skyscrapers everywhere. I'm just flexing my ability, sick and tired of humility. Can't believe that they would hate on me.
Hello my fellow YouTubers and subscribers, and welcome to my latest movie review, where today I review Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Directed by three directors, Joaquim dos Santos, Kemp and Justin K. Thompson. The film was written by Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and Dave Callahan. It stars Shameik, Hailie Steinfeld, and Oscar Isaac. So, Across the Spider-Verse, this is the long-awaited animation sequel to the animated film Into the Spider-Verse, which came out about 5 years ago now. And this film continues after the first one, and the plot is as follows. Miles Morales catapults across the multiverse, where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence. When the heroes clash on how to handle a new threat, Miles must redefine what it means to be a hero. So, Across the Spider-Verse. It had been a while since I've seen the first one. I saw it in the cinema when it released, and I think I've seen it once since. The first film really was a massive surprise. I did not expect it to be this good. Really, it was very, very good. And if you watched my channel earlier this year, you'll know that Across the Spider-Verse was one of my most anticipated films of 2023. So the question is, does it live up to the hype? Yes. This film was fantastic. I adored this film. This, to me, was even better than the first one. I'm really liking this whole going into Miles Morales' story. You know, it's really nice to see him as a character explored in film. We have seen him in the game as well, of Insomniac's Spider-Man, and obviously there is a sequel to that coming out very soon, and he's had his own Miles Morales game. I may touch on the Spider-Man games at some point. This film was what I expected it to be, but I did not expect the level of heart that this movie had. It was so emotional in a lot of areas, and the characters were all well-rounded and three-dimensional. The film's ending really leaves you with like, oh my god, what the fuck? Cannot wait for the next one. It is brilliantly written, and considering the fact that it is quite a long movie, it moves at a very, very consistent pace, and there's always something going on. There's a ton of action to get your teeth into, and it's visually, it's beautiful. It's so good to watch, and it's exciting. My heart was kind of racing the whole time watching it. It really is like a Spider-Man movie on steroids, but in the best way possible. Voice cast are terrific. I mean, Shameik Moore as Miles Morales, he owns this character. Miles is such a great character. He's having a lot of problems with trying to balance his life. You know, it's the classic Spider-Man storyline, you know, trying to find that work-life, school balance, you know, trying to keep on top of his life, and it's obviously causing him a lot of stress. And he's having arguments with his parents, and he doesn't really know what he wants from life. And he misses his old team that he had in the first movie. He really wants to see them again. And when Gwen mysteriously turns up to see him again, for an unknown reason, it definitely piques his curiosity, and he pursues that, and the story goes on from there. Hailie Steinfeld is a standout as Gwen. I liked Gwen in the first movie, but I think she's even better here. I think her performance is so much more well-rounded, partly because she has a lot to do. She really is a central player in this story. There's quite a tragic, emotional revelation about her at the beginning, and the film is about her dealing with that, and also about her place in the Spider Society, I guess. And also the film goes into the relationship with her and her father as well, which is very, very well explored. And I have to admit, I was very I was very surprised. I really was with how emotional this movie was. We also have Oscar Isaac voicing Miguel O'Hara. Oscar Isaac is a great actor, and he suited this part very, very well. Miguel is a very interesting character. A lot of what he has done in the past has affected the multiverse, and he's trying to wrestle with his emotional baggage, I guess you could say, and he's trying to stop Miles from making a similar mistake to what he made, which is why he didn't want Miles involved in the first place. The third act of this movie is enthralling. I was on the edge of my seat thinking, oh my god, what is going to happen? They were building up the stakes so much, and you can gradually feel the emotion kind of creeping in for Miles as he's trying to keep it together with what happens, or what is supposed to happen, and he's trying to find a way to subvert the timeline. This film is a bit kind of Doctor Who-esque, because of the multiverse. and there are certain points in the timeline which have to be fixed and cannot be changed, and things may or may not get changed in this film, which affect the outcome of this story and presumably the third film when that comes out next year. And I really thought the stakes were at all-time high. Yeah, wow, it really is impressive. The colours, the lighting, the animation, I was blown away by how good this movie looked. And when we go to the world of the Spider-Men, like the Spider-Man HQ, that was kind of fun. There are some really nice callbacks as well to other Spider-Man properties. I won't say what they are, but there's some really nice bits of fan service in there. But I like the fact this film doesn't rely on that. It has a good story and it has a good enough thread to keep you interested. And honestly, I thought it was flawless. I really did. I really liked Into the Spider-Verse, but I didn't think it was perfect. This one was very close to being perfect. And it's a good sign when the ending leaves you wanting more. Some casual viewers may find this movie a little bit hard to follow because it does hop from one world to another. You know, it's, you know, because of the multiverse. It does go between universes, and that might be a bit of a struggle for some people to keep up with, but I kind of followed it fine. I kind of knew what it was going to be about, and I'm kind of familiar with the concept of the multiverse by this point because it's been in other Marvel properties and in the first movie as well. Great performances, great emotion, great pace, very well directed film. It's so fast, it really it moves like a bullet train, but you still are able to take in those quiet moments and those emotional moments, and you really do care about the characters. They're surprisingly well-rounded, especially the stuff with Miles and his parents. You know, that stuff is really at the heart of this movie. There's been so much in the Spider-Man films about, you know, his relationship with his family and, you know, choosing his loved ones over his you know, his job as Spider-Man. But I really like the fact that Miles is so brave. He will just never be afraid to do the right thing, and he'll never be afraid to stand up for himself either. He's courageous in that regard. Sometimes that could backfire on him, but I really like those attributes, and I think that in a way that was what puts him in a slightly different league to Peter Parker, because Peter would often wrestle with his decisions a bit more, but Miles is in some ways more proactive. He's got a secure head on his shoulders. He kind of knows what he wants, but at the same time he is still growing up. He's still a kid, so he's still trying to come to terms with his own self and what he wants in life. And there's all of that stuff going on as well. And I thought the comedy was good in this film. I don't know if it's as funny as the first one, but I did laugh at quite a few moments. There are some good one-liners in here, and the humour is witty, and it's sharp, and it's quick-paced. And it's a very well-designed film, and if you're into kind of the anime stuff, then this is definitely up your street. The action scenes are very, very good, very well-designed. They are quite fast. You might have to sort of pay attention, and there are some like strobe lighting effects in this film, so if you do have epilepsy, just a warning that might be a trigger for you. But I was enthralled the entire time, from beginning to end, from the first frame to the last. It didn't stop. It had constant momentum, and I really just bought into the emotion of the story. And the cliffhanger ending was excellent. It was like, what the hell? Oh my god. And that whole third act, like the last half an hour, was just a complete race. It really was. I will definitely see this movie again. It is a terrific film, and I urge you to see it. The music is also good as well. I think the music was chosen well. To wrap it up, this is going to be a surprise to a lot of people, but I am going to rate Across the Spider-Verse a definite 10 out of 10.
Shoot a web, gliding through the sky, through the air, dancing through the buildings, Fred Astaire, bunch of skyscrapers everywhere. I'm just flexing my ability, sick and tired of humility. Can't believe that they would hate on me.
Yes, my second 10 out of 10 of the year. I was getting worried that we weren't going to find another one, but thankfully we have. So what do you think of Across the Spider-Verse? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Please comment down below and let me know. I didn't do spoilers for the purpose of people who haven't seen it yet, because the movie's just come out. Maybe I'll talk about spoilers at another point during a Q&A or whatever. But anyway, please hit the like and subscribe button for more content to come in the future, and stay tuned for more reviews later on. Will I update my Spider-Man ranking? Yes, I probably will. I know I was supposed to do it after No Way Home, but now we have a new film out, it makes sense to do it now. So anyway, thank you all for watching this review, and stay tuned for more reviews in the future. So until next time, I am Pajak's Perspective. See ya. Bye for now.